Breaking transfer news. Forest wants Nketiah. Yay. Good morning, good evening, or good night. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to the latest breaking transfer news. And I'm so excited to bring this to you. So if you haven't already, please hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new, and don't forget Surfshark. If you have Netflix, you need Surfshark because it will unlock all the box sets, and all the movies that the Americans get that we don't get in the UK. So make sure you click that link in the comments or scan the QR code. And let's jump into this story, man. All right, before I tell you my thoughts about this, I think it's pretty clear. Let me tell you what the story is so far. So this is coming from David Ornstein, and that just annoys me even further because he's been bulletproof this summer with his reliability. And he's put out a piece where he says Nottingham Forest pursuing deal to sign Eddie Nketiah from Arsenal. I'll read you out some of the key stuff here. Forest have made Nketiah their top target. I can't, their top target. Fuck, man. To strengthen in attack and are pursuing a move to sign the striker from Arsenal. Nketiah, who agreed personal terms with Marseille. Marseille, why didn't you just pay Arsenal earlier this summer? But the clubs were unable to compromise on a transfer fee for the 25-year-old. This enabled Forest to step up their interest, and the East Midlands side have seen an opening bid worth 25 million, including add-ons rejected. Now, we believe that to be 21 plus 4 to be 25. Thank you, Arsenal, for rejecting. Please reject any other bids that come your way. Arsenal are expected by suitors to hold off for a price tag in the region of 30 to 35 million for their academy graduate, who is under contract till 2027. Palace also retain a long-standing admiration. Please, Palace. Let that long-standing admiration develop, man. Show your feelings. Show your feelings. And have spoken to Arsenal, although currently they are not in dialogue to the extent of Forest. Two-time Euro champions are looking for Gimenez too. However, Nketiah is the priority as things stand, and they are determined to secure his services. It is felt at the City Ground Nketiah would be the perfect fit into a homegrown core, which includes Anderson, and so on and so forth. And yeah, it's like there's a lot of rumours and moving parts in all of this. So there have been some Arsenal accounts. Now, I don't know how good they are or how bad they are. Obviously, Arsenal ones, so I can't vouch for them or what have you. But I'll show you this picture. There's a picture of Nketiah's executive box at the Emirates being cleared out. And there's been rumours to say he's already said his goodbye to the clubs. And there's even been some going as far as to say, here we go on this. I refuse to say those 3 words yet. So, how do I feel about all of this? Well, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not for this. Now, Let me just clear something up for the idiots, okay? Which is not the majority of you. It's like a minor minority. There is apparently a rule that if a player gets linked to Forest, you have to literally love him. You have to be ready to do anything for him, any favors and all this stuff, and you have to call him the next Ronaldo or the next Messi. That seems to be the rule. Even though they're not a Forest player, you have to big them up. So apparently there's this rule book that has this rule in that I've completely missed. So fuck those people, right? I will give you my opinion on the player honestly and openly, and it's just my opinion. There are a lot of people who want Nketiah. There are a lot of people that don't want him. This is the point of this channel, is to have this debate. I'll give my opinion, you guys give yours, and you can do it so comfortably here with no judgment. Now, my reasons for not wanting him are about 19-fold. I'm not going to bore you with all of them. But this is Eddie Nketiah. Let me show you this clip. This, for me, I don't need words once you've seen a miss like this. It's horrific. This is what we are buying. We are buying a player who can't get into the Arsenal team, even when there are no strikers on the Arsenal pitch. He can't get in front of Kai Havertz, he's had a decent season, but he's still crap. He can't get in front of Gabriel Jesus when he's fit. And when they're both injured, I reckon Arteta would rather play with 10 men than put him on the pitch. He had the most minuscule, tiny purple patch of his life about a season or two ago. And apparently he's worth 30 million. And this is the main one for me. 30 million for an Arsenal reject. Add him to the list with Turner. Add him to the list with Tavares. Yeah, add him to whatever list you want. He's not cut out. I will go as far as to say I'd rather have taken Che Adams for free than spend 30 million on Nketiah, because at least Che Adams would have flopped and wouldn't have cost us a transfer fee. It would have cost us wages, it would have cost us a signing on fee, but not 30 goddamn million. And like yesterday I was saying Gimenez isn't my first choice. I want Mukuku or what have you. Screw that. Gimenez, I am begging you, come. Like he's so much better than Nketiah. Now people will say Nketiah's prem proven. I'll say show me the evidence. Show me the evidence where there's not been an injury in the Arsenal team, that he's had a sustained run in the Premier League. Show me the evidence on his goal scoring ability when he's played 116 odd games for them and scored 19 goals. I reckon I would have had about 30 in that Arsenal team myself in a season, because they create chance after chance after chance. They dominate the play. They have 60 to 70% comfortably every game. And they will score goals. They'll be set up. And there's people who turn around and say, well, Nketiah is the kind of player that needs to drop down from an Arsenal to go to a team where he can have a run and flourish. I don't get that argument, because you're going to drop down to a Forest team where people keep telling me that Chris Wood would score more goals if he got more service. So if Nketiah is coming into this team and he's not getting the service that Chris Wood is not getting, how's he going to get these extra goals? That's the bit I can't get my mind around. And it's how Arsenal think he's worth 30 million, 30 to 35, by the way, is beyond belief. In fact, forget how Arsenal think he's worth that. How Forest even got to a 25 million deal package for him. But that's utterly crap. Now, if he comes to Forest, of course I will back him. Of course I will cheer if he scores a goal, because he will then be a Forest player. But right now, he's at Arsenal. He's got nothing to do with Forest. And right now, my opinion is Gimenez is the better option. Mukuku's an even better option than both of them. Do not spunk fucking £30 million on a pile of shit where we could get someone who's younger in Gimenez, who's in goal-scoring form in Gimenez. I don't care if it's in the Dutch league, man. A striker's instinct is a striker's instinct. And that's the better option for me. Not the best option, but it's a better option. I would rather go and get Scott McTominay from Manchester United for the same price as goddamn Nketiah, because he scored more goals than him last season in the Premier League. He would be a better number 9 than goddamn Nketiah. But those are my thoughts on it. I am still annoyed about this one, because the annoyance for me comes from the fact that I think Forest have put a good transfer window together. Yes, we do need a striker. Yes, we do need probably a fullback and maybe a backup CDM and maybe a keeper. But to go and just do something this stupid just doesn't make sense to me. What are your guys' thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments down below. And just as a side note, guys, because there is one player I would take from Arsenal, and that would be Ramsdale. And that doesn't look like it's happening now either, because Wolves are sweeping in on a loan deal. Again, it's come from freaking Ornstein, man, so you know there's strong kind of depth behind this one. So expect Wolves to end up with a keeper that would do a cracking job for us. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to bed. All right, look, we'll have a full-on transfer video out tomorrow, and at 7:30 we have got Reds versus Blues, me versus Chappie. I've been looking forward to this for a whole year, so make sure you tune into the premiere, the debut of that show, whatever you want to say it is or call it. And hopefully by that time, Forest have gained some sense and told Arsenal to stick it where the sun don't shine. 30 million for Nketiah? no thanks. If you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. We'll see you later on you Reds.